What's up, y'all? It's Timmy, and today I'm taking you to one of the best hot springs in the world, so let's go do it. Welcome to Truck House Lab, baby. I don't listen to music on my road trips very much. I just like having it quiet in the truck and time to reflect and think about things and plan things. And I don't know, I was just thinking about how grateful I am for you guys for having the opportunity to make videos and have you guys watch them and enjoy them. It's just super cool. I feel like I'm retired almost in a weird way. Just being able to stay out on the road and making enough off YouTube to keep feeding the adventure has just been super cool. This year I was fortunate enough to make enough to really pay for the entire road trip that I've been on, that you guys have been watching all the footage from, and made a little extra money. And as I told you guys, I'm investing every dime I make off YouTube right back into the channel for you guys to enjoy more things. So hence the Suzuki Samurai. That's why I bought that, and I made enough extra money to buy a Samurai, and I'm gonna be taking you guys on some really cool adventures with that thing too. I'm down to keep doing this if you guys are down to keep supporting. Even if you didn't support it, I'd keep doing it anyway, because I'm doing exactly what I would be doing even if it wasn't filming. I've got a couple of friends that are kind of considering getting into YouTube, and I've kind of talked them into it, and I've had a lot of discussions with them on just ways to be kind of successful with it. And one of the biggest things I tried to point across to them is you just got to make sure whatever you're doing, whatever you're filming, is your passion, and that you would be doing it anyway, even if you weren't filming. That's what makes it sustainable. And for me, it just doesn't get any better than traveling around everywhere and using my vehicle as a home base for all the adventures that I do, whether it be playing music or going out in the woods to recreate or getting stranded off the side of the road. It's all, I don't know, it's all fun in the end. And I don't know, I just enjoy it. Keeps life interesting. Thank you guys for supporting me. I just wanted to give you a shout out. And I do have some Patreons out there. I want to thank you guys for fueling the fire here. And that's all I'm going to say. Thank you guys. Really, really appreciative of everything. So continue on the drive. It's so crazy to think this is like the only road that goes north to Alaska, essentially. It's kind of nuts. Ooh, this road has a couple of intense moments, but just take your time, go super slow, and get yourself down it. These guys are heading south right here. Ooh, avalanche. Whoa, avalanche. Whoa. Holy crap. Did you guys see that? It's like a little avalanche starting right there. Wow, this is the first fuel I've seen in probably, I want to say 100 miles almost. Well, there's the gas station, first one in 100 miles. Guess what? It's closed. Closed for the winter. That's why I'm glad I got 2 tanks of fuel in this thing, or else you might like kind of be in trouble. But a lot of people carry fuel with them on the Alaska highway, like extra fuel. So keep that in mind. If you have 1 tank and you don't get great fuel economy, you're probably pretty wise to carry at least an extra 5 gallons, because all it takes is some family decides they don't want to be there that winter, and that means the gas station's closed for the winter. So there you go. This is so freaking icy. This is like slick ice too. Here's kind of a crazy true story. It was probably 2007. I was basically moving down to the lower 48 to help an ex-girlfriend through some hard times. I drove down, things didn't work out, so I drove back, and my dad came to help me drive back to Alaska just to sit passenger and help do some of the driving. And I was in a little tiny Toyota 4-cylinder pickup towing a trailer with a 4-wheeler and all this stuff, so it was loaded down. And it's super cold, January, February, and we're right here in Toad River climbing a big hill, and my dad was driving. He had taken over, and he was just pushing the engine really hard, you know, like 4,000 RPM, just screaming up this big hill, trying to get around this Mack truck. And I was like, Dad, take it easy in the engine, man. You're just kind of screaming right now. And he didn't say too much and just kept pushing it for like, I don't know, 1 minute at 4,000 RPM, and it exploded. Blew the freeze plug out of the engine, blew the head gasket, and we were stranded in Toad River for about, I want to say it was a week and a half. It was like 10 days because they had to ship parts in. They had to be brought in by truck for a head gasket replacement. Thankfully, there was a hotel, but we were stuck in like Toad River Motel. There was only one TV channel, and all there was a gas station, so we'd eat a burrito every day. And yeah, it was right up here, Toad River. And I remember the highlight of the day, there's one TV channel, and the highlight of the day was the Dr. Phil show. And there's the gas station right there, Toad River Lodge, and we stayed in one of those little cabins right over there. Pretty crazy. I also forget to mention that I was really broke at the time. I was like literally a ski patrol dude, and wasn't getting much work, so I could barely afford the drive home to begin with. So my old man was super cool, and since he was driving and it blew when he was driving it and pushing it, he paid for the head gasket repair, which was a fortune, of course, out in the middle of nowhere. But about a month after I got back to Alaska, the head gasket blew again, and I wound up having to replace the entire engine after that. That was out of my own pocket. But anyway, that was an expensive trip. Oh man, this dude's stranded, it looks like. I think he's already left his semi behind. If you're gonna try to drive the Alaska Highway in the winter, that's kind of one of the dangerous, sketchy parts about it. You have to be prepared. If something like that happens and you slide off the road, ain't no one gonna just show right up to help you. You can be upside down, roll your car, get stuck. There's no one here to help you. You might be waiting like 5-10 hours, maybe no one will even see you if you go off the road. You just have to go prepared. You have to be prepared for your engine to cut off and nothing to work, no heat. I've got 2 sources of heat. I've got my truck, obviously, and then I've got the camper in the back, but then I also have the Samurai, so I can start that up. So there's 3 ways to stay warm, and if all those failed, I do have my -20 sleeping bag, like a -50 degree, super crazy puffy down jacket. It's made for Denali and stuff like that, and I've got means to survive, so you just have to go prepared out here. And also, you might be stuck somewhere a long time and not have food. Like I got stuck on this road trip in between 2 avalanches and had to spend the night, so you need to have food and water and all that stuff with you too. So I've got maybe a little over 2.5 weeks of food. Okay, we're rolling into Muncho Lake, and I'm empty on one tank and I'm starting to get into my other tank, so I need to put some more fuel in. Hopefully they're open and they got diesel. They look like they're open because it's plowed. I see an open sign. Sweet. Cool part is Liard Hot Springs is up the road like another 15-20 miles, so we'll go stop there just in time before it gets dark. Hopefully they got diesel. 95 bucks for a room here, not too bad. Check out the Raven right there. What you doing, buddy? The Raven's pretty cool, just chilling. Love this old pump. It's about $8 a gallon here. So $8 a gallon, I don't want to put too much in. So I'm gonna top off with diesel here and then I think head down to the road to the hot springs. Go check those out. We're driving past Muncho Lake right now, and I guess the hot springs are not too far after it, Liard Hot Springs. Hopefully we can get there before dark. Oh, cool. It's a big old lodge. Nice. I haven't really talked about it yet, but my stepdad passed away pretty recently. It's pretty sad, just after a pretty hard bout with pancreatic cancer. Just finally get the best of him, and he fought as hard as he could for a while, you know. Just makes you realize you just got to really use your time here wisely and just take chances and do the things you want to do in life, because this is what you've got. And once it's gone, it's gone. It's like, I know it's going to be scary in the moment that you're leaving the earth, but at the same time, once you're gone, I guess there's a peace in just knowing that once you're gone, there's no desires, there's no wants, there's no needs. Everything just disappears and just is. That was kind of crazy to think about nothingness. You know, my dad and I used to talk about what nothing is, because nothing is still something if you really think about it. I don't know, it's just mind-boggling. Mind-boggling, and I don't think we're supposed to understand it, and that's kind of what's cool about the whole thing, you know? It's part of the mystery. Hey, Liard River, 2 miles. We're at the hot springs. Speaking about living, we're gonna go get some hot water. This is so awesome, we could not have made better timing. Right before dark, here's Liard Hot Springs. So let's go check it out. It's kind of not plowed. Hopefully we can get in there. I'll go park over here. Alrighty, I'm gonna pack a towel and put on some mucklucks. I remember it being a little bit of a hike to get out there, so if it's really deep snow and no one's been out there, I won't be able to go, but maybe it's not. Maybe it'll be good. You can tell us where you usually drive in. This is sweet. I didn't know if there'd be kind of a trail stomped or plowed out. Looks like there totally is. Stomped out walkway. It's beautiful. I've been to, I don't want to say a lot, but definitely a fair amount of hot springs, and this is probably the coolest one I've ever been to. This is just like an absolute must stop if you ever do the Alaska Highway. One of those magical times where you get the hot spring to yourself. Not too bad. They get like a little changing area up there, a little walking deck up there. That was all time. Oh my God. Felt so good. Back to the truck, and we'll see how close we can get to White Horse tonight. We're just gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna fire up the oven and get some lasagna cooking while I'm driving, so that's the game plan. Get our oven going. Oh yeah. Check that out. Boom. This one corner of film, place tray and baking sheet, bake 50 minutes. Let's cook it. Beautiful. Pull over in 30 minutes and see how she's doing. Cooking on the fly with Timmy. Ain't every day you see someone baking lasagna driving down the highway at the same time. Let's go. Hello, Mr. Buffalo. Hello. Absolute lifesavers. There's no freaking way I'd even be here right now if I didn't have some kind of off-road lights in this truck. I would have hit so many things and not seen so many curves coming. So I've always had these KC Apollos on the outsides. They're really good lights. Sold halogen bulb style. And I've got these new
Pro 6s or something like that. These are crazy, the beam these things put out. I have to show you guys, but I'm gonna clean them up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
There's my stock headlights, Casey Apollos. Stock headlights, Casey Apollos, the Pro 6s. Boom. Huge difference. So you guys can kind of see how helpful they can be and how they can keep you from getting into big trouble with animals and stuff like that. See, here's a big straight shot of road. I'll turn them off. Can't see anything way up there. If I turn it on, I can see the sign illuminated way up there. Pretty cool. All right, it's dinner time. Let's go check on the lasagna. I bet it's good to go. It's been about 55 minutes driving down the road. Absolutely delicious, as I suspected. I'm just eating it right here while the truck's running. Yummy. Sweet, we made it to Watson Lake. Oh my God, this has been such a long drive. I'm a little over halfway through it right now still, but we're gonna pull in and get some fuel here. The gas is not cheap. All right, onward. 445 kilometers to Whitehorse. Hey, here's 37 South. So this is the Cassiar Highway. I'm in the Alaska Highway right now. This is the only other road right there that goes to Alaska. And there was an avalanche stopping me from cutting through that the other day, so I couldn't take it, even though it would have saved maybe 200 miles. So I had to take the main Alaska Highway, which is what you guys have been watching this whole video. But the Cassiar Highway, if you guys go to take it, it does save you 200 miles, but it's a lot smaller road and steeper and curvier, less of a shoulder, and they don't maintain it. So it's definitely more dangerous to take. And it's a lot more remote than this. Like barely anyone travels that. Like truckers don't travel that really compared to this highway. So keep that in mind if you ever go that way. Just be prepared. Oh man, I'm starting to get a little bit tired. It's a little bit after 11 o'clock at night. Started driving at 9 a.m. So I've been driving a little over 14 hours. Pretty beat. It's whoa, sharp turn. It's definitely not super chill driving at all. It's not like you're just relaxed and chilling. So it's kind of like a stressful 14-hour drive. So I'm gonna find a rest area and call it a night as soon as I can here. The speedometer in this truck's about 5 miles an hour off, so going about 60. Sometimes I forget I'm even driving on like the snow and ice. Going 60 miles an hour with this big old heavy truck, trailer towing a car. Pretty much just hope nothing runs out in front of me. If something does run out, I really hope that the front bumper and winch will take care of me in here. I'm tired, let's call it. Ugh. I've had the heater going in the back. It's already 61 degrees. Everything's defrosted, it looks like. Very cool. It's about midnight right now. I've been driving, I guess 16 hours, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Passing out. Night.
Well, that's a wrap, y'all. Stay tuned for the next video where we continue towards my hometown of Girdwood. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. Peace, y'all.